Hello and welcome to this playthrough of Factorio, where I am building a megabase on Earth. I am using a mod, Cities of Earth, focusing on the Old World Hemisphere. My goal is to reach 10,000 science per minute with a rail-based design. The resources are set to maximum size and density, and biters and pollution are turned off. The mod list is shown in the description, as well as a link to my Twitch channel, High Speed. Please come visit me there. Questions and comments are welcome. Thank you for watching. Because these other ones aren't doing that. They do get kind of cloggy around this intersection because there's so many trains coming to the refinery. But I'd already done a mitigation strategy. You see how they're clogging up here. That's all copper and iron. For reasons I don't understand, this oil. Oh, because you're empty. You want to go up here. See, there's no loops here either. This is the straight through. But this is not a straight through. And neither is this one. So these trains can't just route any way they want and cause any kind of traffic jam they're feeling about. This used to come in here. Yeah, I've lost 25% of my frames already. This used to come straight in here, and it caused a massive traffic jam right here because I watched it, and this iron and this copper pretty much only come up here to green circuits. There's an iron here that pretty much goes to steel. And I could localize that more if I needed to micromanage it. But basically, I'm looking at where are things slowing down and how can I mitigate that? Do I need to, or is this just a transactional slowdown that isn't going to persist? Thanks, Rihan. Rihan. Ah. Congrats on the release. No, I'm not using yellow inserters for unloading anywhere. Yeah, that's just the UPS. They're all green on this level of things. See, that cleared up. Now back to trying to find my recycling tool. Unless I dropped it in a box. Oh, it's in a bot. I left it somewhere and I had someone pick it up. Yep, there it is. PAX 2 has it. Hey, Smokin'. Waves. I actually physically waved. I raised my hand and waved it at the microphone. Jesus. That's going to take a while to unfold. I could also convert all this to nuclear fuel. I see a red every now and again. I'm trying to figure out who's causing it. Oh, hi, Mucky. I did not restart my music player, so I'm not getting a little notification when somebody joins. I don't know, man. I think so. Just steel right now is my only issue. Prod Science is coming back online. I mean, if I go consumption because of buffers, I've got about an hour's worth of buffer. And I'm at 1.3 hours of 10K consumption. And Production Science had a little glitch here due to steel. But Prod Science is having its issues because of Rails. Rails is having its issues because of steel. And I've got the steel, I just don't have it being delivered. And here's Wonderwall. Adding this extra and correct and necessary assembly machine for furnaces has resulted in steel being significantly numbed and we don't talk about this loop here. We don't talk about that. I have 4 and 4. I might need an extra one to compensate for the fact that this is so far away. Your military science. Yeah. I have to say I am not happy with the trains setup that I have. and the behavior. And what I mean by that is I have trains that sit in their unloader. I don't know how to fix it. I'll describe it. I have trains that sit in their unloader because their loader doesn't have sufficient capacity for them to pick up. Right? So let's just take this rail, for example. And this is a bit of the wrong, because I have so many rails, but so I've got a rail train that's delivering over there. The problem is that with a truly dynamic rail loader, what will happen is that this train will sit in the unloader because its loader doesn't have a finished product, and so it won't even head there. Now, there's a couple of ways to fix that. One is to put a minimum size using a combinator, a minimum count of 1, limit the number of trains, put an intermediate stop in the stacker. You know, those are all options. I don't really like any of them. Or to have enough production such that there's always somewhere for it to go to pick up. But that's not realistic. I have to be on a tight budget here. Otherwise, I'll just do 1 brick. Otherwise, I'm overproducing and not going to have enough UPS to continue playing. So I might give that some thought. Or I might not. That's where I wanted you to go. I am overall pretty happy. I should have done the neighborhood thing more with the science. Should have made the world smaller. Shoulda, shoulda, shoulda. So hopefully there's a steel on the way. There's 1 on the way. It ain't you. So this looks to me like I should have had a 3rd unloader on each of these. Or a 3rd inserter, because it's still not keeping up. course, if this was pulling a third, would this actually get enough? Because that's an empty belt right there. And if this were pulling as well, then would that belt even get there? Then again, does it even matter? Because I'm kind of overproducing on these furnaces, so. By 13. But look at that, hurting for steel. You're hurting for steel. You're hurting for steel and for bricks. And nobody's on the way. Hi, smoking. There's no more stone around that I can build another brick thing on. Well, there's one train on the way to this. And there should be two. What? What? Alright, I need to get over there as soon as possible. Oh, I don't have those things. When that got rerouted, this probably got shut off. So that's not good. That might hurt my steel production. I reach. You're satisfied. You're completely empty and running out. Yeah. There's no other train on the way. Are you satisfied in your bricks, though? No. Yeah, bricks are all double empty, so... Let's try another brick train. Check on this. Now it worked up until there. Anybody here hurting for copper? Well, you're okay. Okay, so copper's in good shape. I don't care if that train is sitting there. Red's good. Double Greenland load is good. This green is good. All right. That's rocket fuel. That seems fine. Those coppers need something, but they're both on the way. There's a plastic, and it's on the way. Steel isn't needed. These are both sessified. This is sessified and good. And that's in good shape too. All right. I think I was fiddling around with some fuel as well. Well, you fell off 47 seconds ago. Power, really? Wow. This just keeps amazing me. Yeah, good timing song. If I put one here, assuming I fill it all in correctly, can I feed it from here? I would need All right, so I need 5 on that side, 5 on that side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's get some power set up here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. This is 6 of them. That didn't work, eh? 1, 2. Oh, that does fit there. Okay. Cool. Just what is serious moonlight? Good. 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 Ooh, that's nice. Oh, you're a bit of a challenge, huh? I gotta get 6 down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could just do this. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Might need to put pumps here. Kingdom for a pump, what the fuck? Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, not connected. Gonna be a bit of a while before that gets functional. Well, you haven't failed. You would normally fail 4.9, 2.9, so every 2 minutes. No, it hasn't been timed yet. Captain Crowbar. Yeah. Well, I am building a mega base on Earth. I started, and I'm. This is as large as the world that I'm playing on gets. So I started over here in Europe. Built myself a little red base factory red belt factory that I never abandoned, and then went over here to Europe, Northern Europe, and built myself an infrastructure factory that has built everything else you see. So the basic concept of this mega base is that I have 3 of these rocket silo complexes. They launch 4 rockets at a time, and they provide science to this train. So I have one of these in Africa, and I have one of them in Russia, and I have one of them down here in India. These are self-contained. Yes, well, there is a redeem. I don't know if one of my viewers wants to redeem the Africa redeem, but if they do, you'll get to hear the redeem. But these things are all self-contained in so much as everything this rocket silo needs, it comes out of the buildings attached to it. It's a redeem, not a command, Zoe. Thank you, though. You have to have watched long enough to have points, and I don't know. You're only a subscriber. Have you been around long enough? So these things build and launch rockets. There you go. And then the real everything they take their space science over here and they dump it off and it gets eaten up by this research. 6 p.m. here. So I'm still working out some of the kinks. Research purple science specifically has been a real challenge keeping that thing fed because it just eats steel. Did I say it eats steel? I meant it eats steel. It eats steel like a 1970s car ate gasoline. Nobody's on the way to this one. So it's gonna, well, it's already run out. Alright, you've got one on the way. You've got one on the way. Well, my design patterns are a little different than most people, but they all have a basic concept in that you've got to use a 12 beacon or an 8 beacon or, some sort of beacon array that lets you get optimal performance out of the machine. I designed an 8 beacon design, and I'm not a fan of 8 beacon. I'm not a 12 beacon design. This is, everything looks the same. We're a monoculture, stamp it down and be, oh, I hate it. See, I've got these trains just sitting here, and that sucks, because they can't unload fast enough. Is there something wrong with this? Why are you requesting steel here? Why is 4 and 1 empty? Oh, fuck. I copied and pasted, failed. This has been broken for a very long time, and I'm unhappy now. Dog shit, cow manure, piss bucket. I knew there was something wrong. My eye kept coming back to this. These things were requesting trains when they didn't need them. Trains were just sitting there and other things were starving. Gosh darn it. Fudge sickles. Boo-hoo. If this wasn't a non-mature words stream, there's another one broken. And there's another one broken. I do like how SpaceX changed them, yes. I don't play SpaceX, but I've watched enough of it to know. And I do like how SpaceX changed them to not be so OP. You know what? Both of you just go away. I'm so unhappy right now. Serial Dad? Welcome, 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 welcome. And as soon as these steel trains get in here, I'm kicking them out again. Wait a minute, why are you still red? $6K and $4K. Is that what it's supposed to be? Yeah, okay. So you eat it just faster than I can unload it. Do you use 4Ds in your factory? I don't know what 4Ds are. Oh, I see. Well, Captain Crowbar, they were looking for you. So this just can't quite get enough down there. I actually can't unload steel fast enough for this. Wait a minute. You're full. Oh man, this is wrong. It's got the wrong wiring. This has got an old design. Son of a bitch. Fuck me. I used an old blueprint. And it was measuring the chests wrong, because it was only measuring half the chests. And so these, which were closest, kept summoning 2 trains, which was starving everything else. Yeah, that UPS. Yeah, now things are different, huh? Now I probably have too many things of some type. You're supposed to look like that. You're supposed to be connected. So let's update my templates and then update my blueprints. That's funny. All right, so 0218. Good. $6,000, $12,000, $8,000, $3,000 and $2,000, $600 and $400. And then this one, 218. I think I set it to 40K, 45K, and or just 40K and 25K. Oh, 10K and 25K. Did that backwards. No, no biters, no pollution. All right, let's triple check this power because I don't think it finished. Really? That's going to be in the way? I screwed up that badly? Gonna need some extra support going north. Nuclear power, no, that's not true anymore. It used to be difficult. They had an issue with the heat pipes, but they did some updates, and that fixed it. Yeah, one of my friends, Mucky, did an actual test. He has 11K MegaBase, and he had gigawatts of power. And what he did was he actually in a side save file, he actually ripped out all of the nuclear and put in. Well, he put down solar everywhere, and then he ripped out all the nuclear or disconnected it. And no, he ripped it all out, and he had no UPS. It was just a couple of UPS difference, which could have been any cause.